took several different paths, and it's never too late to change what you want to do. I didn't have the traditional path. I wasn't a traditional student, and God has ordered my steps, and to be where I am now, and then, you know, to be part of that, you know, one of the greatest parts of my career, to help bring the Confederate flag down. It's all of that. All of that happened for a reason, so you just have to just follow the steps that they made.
I never really wanted a sit down 9-to-5 desk type job. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just not me.
The career that I didn't know was going to be a career has spread out into many other different areas. So
my major was information technology. At first it was psychology, but I wanted to be a caseworker, but I would read my case studies and I would cry. But I've always been a tinker. If you're a why person or you're a tinker, it's for you.
Everybody's gonna go through something in life, but that doesn't have to be the end. You know, that could definitely be the pivot to an entire different life, and you could use your tragedies to create your triumph.
And as you get older, work starts to get really, really stressful. Do I really want to be here? Because it felt so forced because of the situation. And I started to think, is this where I want to be? But I was adamant. I only applied to USC School of Law. And I was like, this is what's going to happen. And I was adamant, and I got the acceptance letter. I got into law school. I must be here for a reason.
Honestly, I've never done anything like this before in my life, but I think I can do this. I know I can do this. You know, you go from thinking to I know I can. It's almost like a little train that could.
This club, it's a big club, you know, 300-400 people, and I'm like, Jesus. I went in there as a nervous wreck. Went in there, killed it. You know, next thing you know, I'm doing venues, 10,000 people, 15,000 people, and it's just, as you do that, you start to grow, you start to get confident with yourself, and you start to say, man, this is nothing.
You can't let what people say to you get to you, because fashion is basically the only industry where people can actively like discriminate against you. I used to go to New York Fashion Week all the time, and they would say, oh, well, you know, you're never gonna get a job in this industry because you're fat and you're black. Like, I just kept doing things, and I continue to just keep doing things and like making my own path.
Anybody should do it. As soon as you graduate high school, I don't care if you did anything in high school, when you worked as a clerk at the grocery store. Start a LinkedIn page, start to build your own brand and build your own image so people can invest in you.
You have to be on social media. If you are not on social media, you are failing yourself. Like, you're just putting yourself out the game, like, automatically. I have several Instagram accounts, several Facebook accounts. I have all kinds of social media accounts, and I automate them through all these different like websites and things.
So social media is important to make sure that whatever your platform is, it remains consistent to who you are.
When they came out with Instagram, I said, oh, it's on now. It is on. And my dad used to get on me a lot. You always posting stuff on Instagram. You post stuff on Instagram. Yeah, but I just got paid off this picture. I just got a check off this picture. People see me, they see my followers, and that's the first thing they look at. They look at that number, and they look at that K. I have over 14,000, not a lot. So I've gotten bookings off social media.
It just kept slapping me in the face. And I didn't know that I was going to be an entrepreneur. I just knew I had a passion for something, and I wanted to help people. You really want to see people in a better state of healthcare.
My company officially is 2 years old. It started, to be honest with you, after I got laid off from a job and realized I could not do events for free anymore.
And being self-employed means pretty much that if you're not there, then you don't get paid.
But sacrifices you do have to make. I don't go out. Friends go to Bahamas, and somebody told me last night they're going to the Dominican Republic, and I'm like, I can't do that. So the sacrifice you do have to make is that your time, your sleep, you lose sleep. I'm up. That laptop goes everywhere I go. I'm doing something. I'm emailing somebody. I'm responding back to the social media requests. It's really challenging owning my own business, but it makes me happy, and it is my passion what I'm doing. I really enjoy what I'm doing. And
I came to a reality that I needed to make, some changes for my family. And one thing that I know that we all want is freedom, time, and money.
We took a big hit. So as far as, the job market and money, and a lot of states are, trying to get the maximum for the minimum. So they're paying everybody less than, what they really deserve. You have to research what you want to do and figure out what your interests are, but also look at what's going on in your town, where you want to live, if you want to move.
Or the best advice I could give you is to do what it is that you love to do, and if you stay consistent at it, the career will come. But make sure that you're making money too, because you gotta eat.
Also with information technology, I wish what someone had told me was, you don't just graduate with your degree. To stay competitive in your field, you're going to have to take it upon yourself to study more and specialize and obtain certifications. And that's when your money is going to come into play. Every day is an adventure with me. There's no, I know how I'm going to fix that. A lot of times it's, how am I going to fix this?
You have to always know your craft.
There is no overnight success. You have to be creative, you have to be innovative, you have to hustle. And there's, at least in my career in acting, you never stop learning and you never stop working. I was lucky enough to get a commercial agent when I was in my senior year of college. I learned there the power of networking, the power of getting in and hustling as soon as possible.
Remember power. Remember to make sure to use your power, whatever it might be, to move you to the next level. And then surround yourself with people that may be stronger than you.
Always push for your own opportunities, create your own opportunities. Don't wait for anybody to hand anything to you. And don't intimidate yourself by saying, I've never done this before.
You have to be presentable. Appearance and in the music, you have to set yourself apart from other people. I've actually got gigs off that, just off appearance. Just looking a certain way, they say, man, you look like you can do this. But I can stir up 2 rocks together. But they say, you look like you can do this. You know what? I'm gonna give you a chance. And that's when you just gotta go in and kill it. You have to kill it. Your attitude is your physical resume.
Right.
You may not have did a squat on your resume. You can get a job that somebody that's 10 times qualified, won't get. You'll get it just by your attitude. I know DJs right now, great DJs, but they will not get booked just based off the attitude, being arrogant, saying, I don't ask for the gig. I let my work speak for itself. And keep a level head. Don't ever let what you're doing get above you.
What I want to pass on to my daughter is the ability and the passion to help people and make her money, but to help people. Now, you always want to help somebody, either pull them up or prop them up.
Always try to be extremely humble. And by humble, that doesn't mean you hide who you are. That's not what I mean. By humble is you leave a sense of mystery so that they want to know more. So I was adamant that I was going to make my place and make my mark in South Carolina.
So I'm in New York. I've been in New York for about 10 years, but I'm always, if I have the time in my schedule, and I barely have the time in my schedule, but I'm always willing to come back because this is what nurtured me. This is what nurtured my art. This is what helped me to say, be an artist. And so I think it's always going to be important to get back.
I'm not that person who's gonna be that way. I'm still gonna rep the home team because this is where I am. Anybody can call me whenever. I don't care how much money I'm making.
Now, not only am I making a difference in multifamily housing in Columbia, but Columbia is my hometown. So I'm making a difference in my own home. I'm investing in my own community. I tell all my friends who have moved away, you're missing out if you're not coming home. If you're not visiting, if you're not seeing the growth, if you're not investing in it, you're missing out on Columbia.